There will be no quick video editing or flashy edits here, only useful practical information. And remember, the last point that we will consider is the most important. Enjoy the video. Look, quick question. Why do some people make decent money and still stay broke for most of their lives, while other people, sometimes earning less, quietly build real wealth over time? The answer usually comes down to one thing: financial literacy. Because nobody is born understanding money. Most people learn about money from stressed parents, random internet advice, or expensive mistakes. And honestly, that's a terrible system. So today, we're talking about where financial literacy actually begins and the simple steps that can completely change your financial future. My name is Henry, and I spend way too much time thinking about how people either build wealth or slowly destroy it without realizing. If you want smarter money strategies explained in plain English, hit subscribe, because that's exactly what we talk about here. Let's start with the first thing almost nobody wants to hear. Financial literacy does not start with investing. It starts with understanding where your money is going, because most people have no idea how much they actually spend every month. They know their salary, but they don't know their cash flow. And that's dangerous, because if money constantly disappears without explanation, wealth becomes almost impossible to build. So step one is simple. Track your spending. Not to punish yourself, not to become obsessed with every dollar, but to become aware. Awareness changes everything financially, because once you see where your money leaks, you can finally control it. And here's the crazy part. Most financial problems are not caused by one giant mistake. They come from hundreds of tiny, unconscious decisions repeated every week. Daily food delivery, subscription payments, impulse shopping, financing things you technically can afford. Tiny leaks become massive over time. And that leads to the second step. Build an emergency fund. This is probably the least exciting financial advice ever given. But it might be the most important, because life will surprise you. Car repairs, medical bills, job loss, economic downturns, and without emergency savings, every problem becomes a financial disaster. Most people think investing is what creates financial security. It's not. Stability creates security first. Investing comes after. Which brings us to step 3. Learn the difference between assets and liabilities. This one changes how you see money forever. Assets put money into your pocket. Liabilities take money out. Sounds simple, but most people spend their lives buying liabilities, while thinking they're building wealth. Bigger car payments, expensive lifestyle upgrades, debt for status symbols. Meanwhile, wealthy people focus on buying assets that grow over time. Stocks, businesses, real estate, skills that increase income. This is the moment financial literacy becomes powerful, because now, money stops being emotional. It becomes strategic. And this leads to the next major step. Learn how investing actually works. Not gambling, not chasing hype. Real investing. Long-term thinking. Compound growth. Index funds. Consistency. Because the biggest investing advantage is not intelligence, it's time. A person who starts investing small amounts early will often outperform someone who waits for the perfect moment. And this is where many people get stuck. They think financial literacy means becoming a stock market genius. It doesn't. It means understanding basic principles well enough to avoid stupid decisions. Avoid high-interest debt. Spend less than you earn. Invest consistently. Improve your skills. Think long-term. That's already enough to put you ahead of most people financially. But here's the deeper truth nobody talks about. Financial literacy is not really about money. It's about behavior, because people usually know what they should do financially. The hard part is actually doing it consistently. Delayed gratification, emotional control, patience, discipline. Those are the real wealth-building skills. And once you understand that, everything changes, because wealth stops looking like luck. It starts looking like a system. So here's the real takeaway. Financial literacy is not something you learn once. It's a lifelong skill that affects almost every part of your future. Your stress levels, your freedom, your opportunities, even your relationships. And the earlier you start learning it, the easier your financial life becomes later. So let me ask you this. If your current money habits stayed exactly the same for the next 10 years, where would they take you? Because your financial future is usually hidden inside your daily habits. If this video helped you understand money differently, hit like and subscribe. I break down finance, investing, and wealth building every week in a way that actually makes sense. And yeah, financial literacy might sound boring at first, but understanding money, that's one of the most powerful skills you can ever build.